Hey everybody, how you doing? Thought I'd come here real quick and read about Naphtali. Um, here, sorry, I'm not as techy as most, so I can't put the words up on the screen. Anyway, Naphtali. The copy of the witness of Naphtali, which he appointed at the time of his death in the 130th year of his life, when his sons were gathered together in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, while still in good health, he made them a feast of food and wine, and after he was awake in the morning, he said to them, I am dying. But they did not believe him. And as he esteemed Yahweh, he grew strong and said that after the feast yesterday, he would die. And then he began to say, Hear, my sons, you sons of Naphtali, hear the words of your father. I was born from Bilhah, and because Rachel dealt shrewdly and gave Bilhah to Yaakov in place of herself, and she conceived and bore me upon Rachel's knees. Therefore, she called my name Naphtali. For Rachel, did I say Rachel? Sorry, Rachel loved me very, very much because I was born on her lap. And when I was still young, she was inclined to kiss me and say, May I have a brother of yours from my own womb like you. Which is why Yosef was also like me in all ways, according to the prayers of Rachel. Now, my mother was Bilhah, Devorah, daughter of Roel, the brother of Devorah, nurse of Rivkah, who was born on the very same day with Rachel. And Roel was of the family of Abraham, a Castite, revering Yahweh, freeborn and noble. And he was taken captive and bought by Lavan, and he gave him Eunah, his female servant, as wife. And she bore a daughter and called her name Zilpah, after the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. And next she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter hurries after what is new. For as soon as she was born, she seized the breast and hurried to nurse. And I was swift on my feet like the deer, and my father Yaakov appointed me for all messages, and as a deer he gave me his barakah. For as the potter knows the vessel, how much it is to contain, and brings clay accordingly, so Yahweh also makes the body after the likeness of the spirit, and according to the capacity of the body he implants the spirit, the ruach. And the one does not fall short of the other by a third part of a hair, for by weight and measure and rule all the creation was made. Yes. And as the potter knows the use of each vessel, what it is made for, so Yahweh also knows the body, how far it shall persist in goodness, and when it begins in evil. For there is no inclination or thought which Yahweh does not know, for he created every man after his own image. As a man's strength, so also is his work, and as his heart, so also is his skill, and his purpose, so also is his achievement, and also his mouth, his eyes, so also is his sleep, his being, so also is his word, either in the Torah of Yahweh or in the works of Belial, people call him, Belial. And as there is a division between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, So there is also a division between man, and between woman and woman, and it is not to be said that the one is like the other, either in appearance or in heart. For Yahweh made all that is good in their order, the five senses in the head, and he joined the neck to the head, adding to it the hair also for comeliness and esteem, then the heart for understanding, the intestines for excrement, the stomach, the windpipe for taking in, the liver for wrath, the gall for bitterness, the spleen for laughter, the kidneys for wisdom, the muscles of the loins for power, the lungs for drawing in, the loins for strength, and so forth. So then, my sons, let all your works be done in order with good intent in the reverence of Yahweh, and do not disorderly in scorn or out of its due season. For if you ask the eye to hear, it cannot. So neither while you are in darkness can you do the works of light. Yeah. Therefore, do not be eager to corrupt your doings through greedy gain or with worthless words to deceive your beings. Because if you keep silence in purity of heart, you shall understand how to hold fast the counsel of the Most High and to cast away the desire of Belial. Sun and moon and luminaries do not change their order. So you also do not change the Torah of the Most High in the disorderliness of your doings. The Gentiles went astray and forsook Yahweh and changed their order and obeyed wood and stones, spirits of deceit. But you shall not be so, my sons, recognizing in the expanse, in the earth, and in the sea, and in all creation, Yahweh who made all, that you do not become like Sedom, which changed the order of nature. And y'all know what that is. I don't have to say it. It says right in here. In like manner, the watchers also changed the order of their nature, whom Yahweh cursed at the flood, on whose account he made the earth without inhabitants and fruitless, with the exception of the 8 in the ark, Noach and his fam. These words I say to you, my sons, for I have read in the writing of Hanok that you yourselves also shall depart from Yahweh, walking according to all the lawlessness of the Gentiles, and you shall do according to all the wickedness of Sedom. Look at the world. What does that flag called pride be? What is it? Big, you know. And Yahweh shall bring captivity upon you, and there you shall serve your enemies, and you shall be bowed down with every affliction and distress until Yahweh has consumed you all. And after you have become diminished and made few in number, you shall return and acknowledge Yahweh, the Most High. He shall bring you back into your land according to his abundant favor. And it shall be that after they come into the land of their fathers, they shall again forget Yahweh and become wicked. And Yahweh shall scatter them upon the face of all the earth, until the compassion of Yahweh comes, a man working righteousness and working favor to all those that are far off and to those that are near. For in the 40th year of my life, I saw a vision on the Mount of Olives on the east of Jerusalem, that the sun and the moon were standing still. And see, Yitzchak, the father of my father, said to us, run and lay hold of them, each one according to his strength, and the sun and the moon shall belong to him that seizes them. And all of us ran together, and we laid hold of the sun, and Yehudah outran the others and seized the moon, and both of them were lifted up with them. And when Lewi became as brightness, see, a certain young man gave to him 12 branches of palm. And Yahudah was bright as the moon, and under their feet were 12 rays. And the two, Lewi and Yahudah, ran and took hold of them. And a bull on the earth with 2 great horns and eagle's wings sat on its back, and we intended to seize it, but could not. But Yosef came and seized it and went up with it on high. And I looked, for I was there, and see, a Kodesh writing appeared to us, saying, Ashurians, Madites, Perizzians, Kastites, Syrians shall hold the 12 tribes of Israel in captivity. And again, after 7 days, I saw our father Yaakov standing by the sea of Yadneh, and we were with him. And see, a ship came sailing by without sailors or pilot. Written on the ship was the ship of Yaakov. And our father said to us, Come, let us board our ship. And when he had boarded, an intense storm arose, and a mighty storm of wind, and our father, who was holding the helm, departed from us. And we, being tossed with the storm, were carried along over the sea, and the ship was filled with water, pounded by mighty waves, and it was broken up. And Yosef fled away in a small boat. And we were all separated on the 9 planks, and Lewi and Yahudah were together. And we were all scattered to the ends of the earth. Then Lewi, girded with sackcloth, prayed to Yahweh for us all. And when the storm ceased, the ship reached the land as it was in peace. And our father came, and we all rejoiced with one mind. I told to my father these 2 dreams, and he said to me, These matters must be fulfilled in their season after Yisrael has endured much. Then my father said to me, I believe, Yahweh, that Yosef lives, for I see always that Yahweh numbers him with you. And weeping, he said, Oh, my son Yosef, you live, though I do not see you, and you do not see Yaakov that brought you forth. Therefore, he also caused me to weep with these words. And I burned in my heart to declare that Yosef had been sold, but I feared my brothers. And I looked, and look, my sons, I have shown to you the last times how all shall come to pass in Israel. Therefore, you also command your children that they be united to Lewi and to Yahudah, for salvation shall rise to Israel through them, and in them Yaakov shall be Baruch. For through their tribes, the Most High shall appear on earth. Wrong words. For through their tribes, Mashiach shall appear on earth to save the people of Israel and to gather together the righteous from among the Gentiles. If you work that which is good, my sons, both men and messengers shall barak you, and the Most High shall be esteemed among the Gentiles through you, and the devil shall flee from you, and the wild beasts shall fear you, and Yahweh shall love you, and the messengers shall cling to you. As a man who has trained a child well, as a man who has trained a child well is kept in kindly remembrance, so there is also a good remembrance before the Most High for a good work. But he that does not do that which is good, both messengers and men, shall curse. And the Most High shall be disrespected among the Gentiles through him. And the devil shall make him as his own personal instrument. And an instrument is a perfect word for that, because he is what? Prince of the air. And every wild beast shall master him, and Yahweh shall hate him. For the commands of the Torah are twofold, and they must be filled through wisdom. For there is a season for a man to embrace his wife, and a season to abstain from it for his prayer. So then, there are two commands, and unless they are done in due order, they bring very great sin upon men. So also it is with the other commands. You, therefore, be wise in Yahweh, my sons, and discerning, understanding the order of his commands and the laws of every word, that Yahweh may love you. And when he had commanded them with many such words, he urged them that they should remove his bones to Hebron, and that they should bury him with his fathers. And when he had eaten and drunk with a glad heart, he covered his face and died. And his sons did according to all that Naphtali, their father, had commanded them. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, take care of yourselves.